what is this weather? What? It was literally just torrential rain, so I was like, I'll go film that and that can be cool B-roll. And now it's kind of now dripping the residue of torrential rain and really sunny. Well, the sun is slowly going back behind a cloud. What? I don't get it. What is this Monday? What is this? Anyway, hi. Welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. As I said, it's Monday. Now, this reading vlog may go in a slight different direction. I don't know. Basically, you might be seeing this on the normal upload day. You might be seeing it on a different upload day. I don't know. Last night, my laptop had a hardware fault and I have run all the different diagnostics I know how to run. I have checked everything I can think of and everything points towards a hardware fault, even though I take care of the laptop better than I take care of myself. It's only just over a year old. I don't know how it could have happened, so I have to take it to Apple after work today, which is great. So to go out after work to my nearest Apple shop, which is like 35 minutes away, so not too bad, take the laptop in and pray to the Apple gods that it does not need to stay in with them. And also, I don't understand how people who work full-time on their computers give their computers away if there's a problem. Like, how is that a thing? So yeah, that's terrifying me. I have spent this morning running stuff in the background so that I've moved everything as much as I can towards my iPad. So I may be editing this video on my iPad, in which case my normal title graphics and stuff might be different. I don't know. It might be that it's something they can fix in store, in which case this whole conversation is redundant. I don't know, guys, I don't know, but I'm not feeling the best about it. I am feeling worried, so please send me your good vibes that the next clip you see is me saying, it's all okay, they fixed it in store. Because it's going to be expensive. Anyway, where's my book? What am I reading? Let's go find it. So, I am still reading Plain Bad Heroines. I am halfway through. That's satisfying when it's such a big book. Loving it, loving it. It's possibly a new favourite. It is a horror Gothic story that crosses between the 1900s when two girls have been found dead following a wasp attack with a book near them, and then it's following the modern day where there's being a film made about it, and it's at the moment the prepping for that film being made and like casting and the writers and stuff. I'm liking it a lot. It's very addictive, it's very Moorish, it's very immersive. I just want to read it, but I cannot read it because I have to go to Apple Store after town. That didn't make sense. Apple Store after town. The Apple Store in town after work, but not my town. I've got to go to Apple. So, thankfully, I have got all my Saturday videos scheduled and edited, so that I don't need to worry about. It's just my vlogs. I think other than that, I think I can survive on my iPad. And I can edit on my iPad. I have got editing software there, but it's just not going to be the same, so yay, let's see how this goes. Hello, it is me, it is Tuesday, and I am still having tech problems, but I have to send my laptop away today. I have to go back to Apple today, and give it to them today to keep until Sunday. So I have edited 6 videos and scheduled 6 videos, which is very productive. So I am completely done with anything I had active and open, just so I know that that's all ready to go and I don't have to worry about anything like potentially getting lost. I know that it won't. I've got backups. I've got 2 backups, but I'm just wary of that kind of thing. So that's happening. Hopefully this vlog will be able to be edited on my laptop, but if not, then it'll be edited on my iPad as a reserve. But I've got a box, which I have a suspicion is from a certain publishers for a certain event. So I'm going to open it and show you what's inside. So I think this box is from Electric Monkey for their event that is happening this week that I am attending. So I've got a couple of books in here. I have a poster for Blackout, which is really cool because it looks like a little festival party poster, which is obviously the point, but that looks so cool. Okay, inside the box. Okay, I received one of these that is still in my fridge from a publishing event a couple of weeks ago. So that was that Bloomsbury? So that's kind of funny that I've got 2 of those now. I clearly have not drunk the first one yet. So we have got the little card for the event, Live with Electric Monkey. It's happening this Thursday, I think. Wednesday. It's on Wednesday. I should probably remember these things. Then inside I have got The Last Girl by Goldie Moldavsky. This says on the front, an exclusive club, a dangerous game, what would you do to survive? That sounds like a thriller. When it comes to horror movies, the rules are clear. Avoid abandoning buildings. Words, I can't speak today. Avoid abandoned buildings, warehouses and cabins. Stay together, don't split up, not even to check something out. If there's a murderer on the loose, do not make out with anyone. New girl Rachel turns to horror movies for comfort, preferring them to rich kids at her fancy school. Then she is recruited by the Mary Shelley Club and it's terrifying fear tests. What starts out as fun soon turns to deadly as Rachel's past catches up with her, and this is one game she cannot afford to lose. That was really badly framed, wasn't it? I was completely holding the book out of frame, but that one. Also, oh, I think I already have this one. Oops. This Can Never Not Be Real by Sarah Milano, which I now have 2 of, so I will see if a friend nearby wants this. The blurb of this one is really short, so I'll read this one. In the unremarkable town of Amberside, the unthinkable has happened. Terrorists have attacked a local festival. No one knows why and no one knows who they are, but that's not what matters now. What matters is survival. Then we have also got Chelsea High by Jenny Oliver. Do you belong? Nora Whittaker has grown up on a houseboat, oh nice, spending lazy days swimming on the river and helping on her mum's vintage market stall. But when her chaotic dad's latest get-rich-quick plan ends up getting him arrested, everything changes. Okay, not the kind of thing I'd usually go for, but I really like the idea of her living on a houseboat and working at her mum's vintage market stall. That sounds very wholesome. There's also a bookmark for As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson, which is the 3rd book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series, so I am very excited for that to come out. But that's what's inside. Update on Legendborn, because I don't know if I said I was reading that yesterday. I've been reading it, well, listening to it as an audiobook, and I have heard a lot of people say that the magic system is a little bit complex. And I don't know why I was like, yeah, that's fine, that doesn't bother me. And now I'm reading it and I'm like, oh, the magic system is complex. There's lots of different levels and tiers within it that actually when you're listening to it is quite difficult to comprehend because you don't have the same ability to be able to flick back and just stare at the writing for a while. I do have the physical book, but I don't know where those bits have been mentioned now. So I'm a little tiny bit lost with the magic system, but not unrepairably so. Like, I'm enjoying it and I understand the plot. I'm still really enjoying Plain Bad Heroines, but I barely read yesterday because basically I just spent everything I could after work sorting out my computer and making sure everything was correctly backed up and all my videos were scheduled. So yeah, I didn't stop until about 10:30, which was fun. So hopefully I get more of a break today after I've come back from the Apple store. Yay! Hello, you joined me in a dark lounge, kind of. It's getting dark. That sun's going down if it's out there at all. I think it's behind many clouds. But the other day, on Sunday night, I thought I would see if I could just have the lights off in the lounge and just sit under candlelight. Not under, but by. It was there. I set candles up there. And it was nice. It wasn't quite bright enough, but I was doing it and I was thinking, this reminds me of when I used to be, when I was a kid and there would be power cuts and I'd get very excited about being able to light candles. And it seemed like this novelty of excitement. Well, friends, I have a power cut right now. I've been out at the Apple shop because I had to bring my laptop back in and I got back and my power's off and all the people in the block are saying their power's off and apparently it's been off since like just past 5 and it's now nearly 7:30. So that's fun, which means that there's no TV. There's no facilities to cook at the moment, obviously. So I'm gonna have to read, which I don't know if you've ever done it. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's this really cool thing that I've been told requires no electricity. It does require light, but we have a bit of natural light before that goes. But I think I might like it. I mean, I'm just gonna give it a go. What do you guys think of this whole reading thing? Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's worth a go? I've heard people talking about it. I've heard people say it's really good. I don't know where I'm gonna find any more books, but you know, I thought I'd give it a try. I do have my Patreon book club discussion for Norwegian Wood, which was our March to April book, happening tonight as well, which is a slight problem because my iPad is running very low on charge. I've got 20%. I don't know if that's gonna last me or not, but I'll give it a go. And if not, I'll have to move over to my phone, which is fine, but it's easier when you're typing because I'm like hosting it, so it would have been easier. But anyway, that's fine, I can do that. So yeah. My evening is now a little bit different to what I had in mind, but I'm hoping the power comes back on soon because I would really like to cook myself some dinner, which involves either the microwave or the hob, which is electric. I've never had an electric hob before living here, and generally I'm not a big fan of electric hobs because any little drip of water that gets on them just sounds like it sounds like, as a film I'm thinking of when witches get wet and it's all sizzly and horrible. Anyway, it reminds me of that. So yeah, I'm gonna sit and read for a bit. I'm going to do my Patreon discussion. If you are interested, by the way, in getting involved in any future Patreon discussions for our book club picks, it's all linked down below, but the latest book club pick is The Shadow of the Wind by Carla Safon, which is my favourite book, and I hope it is still my favourite book after this reread, because I've only read it once. But that is our pick for May and June, so I'm very, very excited about that. And yeah, we'll be discussing that at the end of June / the start of July, so you can join in if you want. We will all be discussing it as we read it as well, but then there'll be like a big group discussion at the end, which I'm super excited for. There's loads of other stuff on my Patreon as well, but that's from the Little Nest tier onwards, and it's all linked down below if you are interested. The more the merrier. I love having big discussions, and it's a lovely little family unit as well. So yeah, there's my Patreon plug. I'm going to sit and read, and then hopefully by the time this Patreon Patreon discussion is done, my pal will be back on, I can have food. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great time. Hello, it is Thursday. I genuinely spent until now, which is 12:45, thinking today was Wednesday, to the point when I do work results on a Thursday, and my colleague messaged me saying, hey, do you have the results? And I was like, oh, it's actually Thursday. I just genuinely thought it was Wednesday. I even thought to myself this morning, I don't need to do the results today because it's Wednesday. So happy Thursday. Hey, it is so grim outside this week. And when I look at the weather app, it's just constant rain, which is kind of sad. I don't mind the rain when I can be all cozy and nice, but when it's like this and I'm working, I just feel like it makes every day seem the same, and it's just a bit grim, and I want to walk to town in my lunch break, and it's just tipping it down. So I don't really want to walk at the moment. But I am reading really, really good book, as you know. I'm still reading Plain Bad Heroines, but the end is near, kind of. I've read a lot more than I have left to read. I'm on page 353. I think this is going to be a favourite book. I know that like for the last 2 weeks all I've done is sung this book's praises, but we've reached a point now where they're starting to film, or the production is starting for the film that they're going to make of the story that we're also reading about in the 1900s, and there is certainly some weird hauntings going on, and it's creeping me out a little bit, and I think it's going to get creepier, and I'm so excited. This is certainly a slow burner, but because of all the other things you're getting from characterizations and settings, it just works, and I'm so excited to see the horror aspect really set in, because just a couple of the plot lines have given me the creeps. So when it's all dedicated to just being more of a gothic horror type of thing, that is just going to be really good, because obviously it's a gothic horror already in the way that we've had the mentions of this seeded in, and the 1900s setting and what we're seeing there, and the kind of location of this big creepy house and school and the isolation of it. It's all got those boxes ticked, but now we're going to see them filming this story on site of where these hauntings are meant to be happening, and I just can't wait. There are 2 different storylines going along here, and it honestly, you know when you finish watching a TV show and it's got the last episode before the next series and you've got this huge cliffhanger and you need to keep watching? This is where I finished this book last night, but I was very tired, so I'm gonna finish it. Well, I'm not gonna finish it. I'm gonna continue it soon in my lunch break. Speaking of that feeling when you watch a TV show, I finished season 3 of The Bold Type last night. And it ended on such a cliffhanger, and season 4 is way longer in episodes, so I'm very excited about that, and I will start that later. But oh my god, so good, so good. If you want a strong, empowering show, The Bold Type is just amazing. And do you know what my favourite thing of The Bold Type is? Is that the bosses where they work do not bring them down. I think that can so easily be like a stereotypical trait, that bosses within TV and film are like Devil Wears Prada level of like just being really harsh and just not very approachable. And I think that can often give the wrong idea about working in an office, because some bosses can be like that. I've had some bad bosses, but I've also had and currently have really good bosses. So yeah, I think it portrays it really well in The Bold Type. But yeah, really, really liking that. Also, final update. My hair, this is natural. What? So if you've been watching my vlogs for a while now, you'll know I did the curly girl method. Well, I was doing it about a year ago. I did it for like 6 to 8 months, I think. The curly girl method is a lot of different things, but the basic premise is you take certain ingredients out of what you use to wash your hair. So you use conditioner with special lack of certain ingredients in it, and you use, if you're going to use any type of shampoo, you use like this special shampoo that isn't really shampoo. So basically you're meant to cut out the shampoo, you're not meant to use any heat on your hair. There's so many different things, there's so many different levels of how much you want to get involved with it. But I did it and I loved and hated it. I had some really good curly days, but I hated the fact that I could never use heat. Like if I wanted to straighten my hair, it just wasn't an option. And I didn't like the fact that if it didn't curl quite right, I just had to deal with the fact that my hair didn't look that great that day. So I scrapped that and went back to just curling it myself or drying it naturally. Now, this is not what my hair normally does when it's dried naturally, but I've been using this, not sponsored, not an ad. It's called Salty Dog from Evo. And honestly, guys, this sea salt spray is amazing. I got a little bottle. I literally just found it online and thought I'm gonna give that a go. So I only got a tiny bottle, but you can get it in 200 ml, which is what I will get next time. So basically I just put this in on my wet hair and then this happens. I'm so happy with it. Like, I know it's more wavy than curly, kind of, but this is what I've been wanting. Like, this is what I wanted from the curly girl. I think because my hair's getting longer, I know that often is meant to weigh your hair down, but actually I think it's helping my hair because the straight bits at the top from like here down, we've got a wave. So when it was shorter, that was less of that, I suppose. I know it's not perfect, I know it's frizzy and it's a bit messy, but I just had to shout this out because it doesn't dry my hair up. It doesn't feel crunchy. It just feels completely normal. I've just been using it once every 3 days when I wash my hair. And I've got like this, and then I let my hair dry. I let my hair dry and then sleep on it up in a pineapple on my head. And, oh, I hit the bookshelf. But I'm so pleased with it. I know it's not perfect, but I am thrilled. So that's my updates. I'm going to have a bowl of cereal for lunch because I was going to walk to the shops and pick up some more things such as eggs and salady bits, but it's tinting it down. So it's a bowl of cereal for me. I'm gradually watching it get darker and darker outside. Why does it look so bright on camera? I walked to Waitrose, I was gonna walk to town and I got out. I had to just go and buy some bits. Went outside and there was a humongous black cloud. Humongous, and I was like, oh, I am not going to be able to walk to town. I'm going to have to go to Waitrose because that's like 3 minutes away. So yeah, I'm sat here reading. Well, I'm going to read once I've done this. Plain Bad Heroines, reading for the first time today. It is 5:17. I've got a FaceTime with friends at 6. So I'm just going to get in a bit of reading before that. I told myself I was not going to update you guys again until I had finished this. But I was up for a very long time last night reading. I have this much left, which is under 100 pages. This book has got creepy nailed, it has got gothic nailed. I think there's dark academia going on here as well because it is setting like sentences. As soon as I turn a camera on and put it in my face, sentences just do not form properly in my brain. It is set within a school at times. And I have got under 100 pages left, but I have to go out now. I have to go and pick my laptop up from Apple. Yay, it's fixed and I didn't have to pay for it because it was covered by consumer law. So when I get back, I'm probably going to do some editing. But when I get done with that, I am going to finish this book today because this is stretched over 2 vlogs and I don't like reading books for that long because normally I would lose interest. Haven't lost interest in this because it is just so gripping. Yes. Also, as I have mentioned that I am absolutely obsessed with The Bold Type at the moment, just wanted to say that one of the episodes I was watching yesterday or the day before, whenever it was so good. It was talking about how there's double standards for things such as talking about erectile dysfunction versus talking about female pleasure, and how erectile dysfunction was fine to be advertised on a billboard, but an advert for sex toys was not okay. And it was like the element of how one thing was considered profane because it featured an ad for a sex toy but didn't say anything about it, whereas the erectile dysfunction ad had like a corn on the cob or something like that in the shape of a penis, and that was okay. And it was talking about double standards for that kind of thing, and I just think that that is so interesting, something we really need to talk more about. When you're taught sex ed at school, it is not leaning towards the fact that there's actual pleasure involved and female pleasure and sex toys and things like that. It just doesn't seem to click into anything like that. It is very much like periods and babies, wet dreams and masturbation, but very much a division between the two. So this episode of The Bold Type was really good because it was talking about that divide and how that's not okay and we cannot have that, and it needs to be okay for there to be other options. So I really enjoyed that episode, and I'm so loving it. I don't want it to finish because I know that the next season is going to be the last season and I'm not okay with that. So yeah, gonna go to get my laptop soon, might pick up some lunch, come back, edit. Hopefully I don't have to restore everything on my laptop, but I have a backup if I need to, and then finish this book here, and then probably watch more of The Bold Type. Hello. It's Saturday night, barely, but it is still Saturday night. Just hit my glasses into my face. That was clever. I have not finished, nor have I read any more of Plain Bad Heroines. I think I just kind of ruined it for myself by telling you I was going to have done that, because I ended up having a busier day than expected, so I didn't quite get round to that. But I'm going to get round to it now. But I am going to end the vlog here. Once again, I feel the need to apologise for the lack of quality of this vlog. I don't know at all what this vlog's going to be like because I have just got my laptop back from Apple. So I honestly don't know if this vlog is going to be good or not. I have no idea because I can't remember what I filmed. In my head, I've got about 10 minutes of footage. Maybe that'll be different when I actually come to edit. But do you know what I mean? If you're ever editing a video or looking at something that you've done and you just like really can't remember anything about it, that's been this week. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think because I've just been reading the same book for the last 2 weeks, I haven't had as much varied stuff to talk about in terms of the book that I'm reading, but I will be finishing definitely this book today or tomorrow, so it'll definitely be done by Monday. So on Monday, I'm going to dive in with, I have the next book in mind. It's that on my bedside table. I'm not going to tell you what it is because clickbait. That's not clickbait, is it? Clickbait would be, I've got 10 amazing books to read next. Number 6 will surprise you. That would be clickbait. That's going to be my next video. But no, like seriously though, there'll be another video next week with the next book. It's been a week. First week back at work. Well, first week back at work, like I only had a week off. So I had a week off and then I was back at work this week. So it was kind of busy there anyway. So didn't really focus on anything once my laptop broke. That kind of made me feel a bit lost, actually, weirdly. It's kind of nice to not have my laptop because in a way it forced me to not have to do any work stuff, and I did get all my videos scheduled in advance of that, so that was good. But now I have it back, so I'm back to editing. So anyway, I'm just rambling now and talking absolute rubbish. But me and my book that I've been reading for all of time, that I'm pretty sure is going to come out as a 5 or 4.5 stars, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. They're going to get better now. I've had 2 vlogs in a row where I feel like I've had to apologise for lack of content, but I promise they're going to get better now. Is my necklace rubbing at my neck? I have a red mark. Oh well, okay, anyway. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps. Commenting below is also something you can do. Comment below what you think I'm going to be reading next. I'm going to give you a clue. The book is one that I am doing an upcoming promotion on. So it's something that is upcoming. Something that is, ooh, I don't know how to give it tarot related. We'll say that, tarot related. And very aesthetically pleasing. Those are your hints. Guesses down below. Ooh. I feel like if you know the book, you'll know what I'm reading, but if you don't, then you may not be able to guess it. I don't know. Well, I'm interested to see. Anyway, you can also subscribe to see more of my face on your feed, and I do lots more content, lots more content as well on my Patreon. I promise that the vlog is going to get better after this week. It's just, there's been stuff going on, like with my flat and stuff, with having work booked in and things that's been distracting me in my laptop, and then the fact that I've read the same book for the past 2 weeks. So yeah, I haven't read much more of Legible either, which I have been reading this vlog, but I've been reading it in bits whilst I do housework and things. I'm actually getting a tiny bit lost with the magic system because of the fact that I'm diving in and out with the audiobook. But one of the questions that I did have that I think I've got the answer to is whether this is a world where people are meant to know that magic exists, because it's very casually mentioned for a world that I took to be not acknowledging or knowing of the existence of magic other than people that have magic. So I think that that is the world, that you're not meant to know there's magic unless you have this magic, but it just seems very casually mentioned, so I was a little bit confused, but I am really liking it and I'm really intrigued to see where it goes. So yeah, those are all my updates. Thank you guys so much for watching. I think my arm's about to fall off from holding this camera, but yeah, keep smiling and stay positive. Bye!